Hi Sam. I'm glad to see you again. Today, we're learning the word
Wahl.
Hi Alex. I'm excited. What does
Wahl.
mean?
Wahl.
means election in English. It refers to the process where people vote to choose representatives or decide on certain issues. The most common meaning is related to political elections.
That's interesting. Are there any false friends I should be aware of?
Yes, definitely. The English word
Wahl.
sounds similar but means something completely different. Also, don't confuse it with the English,
Will.
as they're not related at all. Now, let's talk about the grammar.
Wahl.
Is a feminine noun, so it uses the article.
Die.
The plural form is
Wahlen.
So it's
Die Wahl.
and
Die Wahlen.
exactly. In sentences like,
Die Wahl findet morgen statt.
it means the election takes place tomorrow. In the past, you would say,
Die Wahl fand gestern statt.
for the election took place yesterday.
how about the perfect tense?
You would say,
Die Wahl hat stattgefunden.
for the election has taken place. And if you want to give an order, you can say,
Stimm ab.
meaning vote.
That's useful.
The word
Wahl.
comes from the Old High German word,
Wahler.
which means to choose. This shows how the concept of choosing has been important for centuries.
Wow, that's fascinating. It's like a historical thread.
Yes. The meaning has evolved but still revolves around the idea of choice, which is central to democracy. Let's break down the word.
Wahl.
It doesn't have a prefix or suffix since it's a simple noun. However, you can think of it in terms of its root meaning, which is choice.
So it's straightforward, then.
Exactly. If we think of it as a Lego piece, the root is the essential block representing choice. Now, let's look at similar words. Words with the same root include
Wahlen.
for elections,
Abwahl.
meaning removal or no confidence vote, and
Wahlrecht.
which means right to vote.
Those are all related.
Yes, and other examples include
Wahlkampf.
meaning election campaign,
Wahlzettel.
which is ballot, and
Wahlhelfer.
meaning election helper.
I see. So they all revolve around elections.
That's right. Plus, there are words with the same ending like
Abwahl,
and,
Zuwahl,
meaning additional vote. Let's practice speaking. Imagine you're at a polling station. You could say,
ich möchte wählen,
which means I want to vote.
Ich möchte wählen.
Great. If you're discussing with friends about the importance of voting, you might say,
wählen ist wichtig.
meaning voting is important.
Wählen ist wichtig.
Perfect. Lastly, if someone asks you about your choice in an election, you could say,
Ich habe für gewählt.
meaning I voted for.
Ich habe für gewählt.
Since
Wahl,
is feminine, you can remember it by thinking of the ending,
Aal,
which is less common in masculine words. Imagine a woman with a ballot.
That's a good image.
The usage of
Wahl,
is generally formal, especially in political contexts. Some typical phrases are
die Wahl gewinnen,
meaning to win the election,
an der Wahl teilnehmen,
meaning to participate in the election, and
die Wahl verlieren,
meaning to lose the election.
Those are useful phrases.
Yes, and be careful with
Wahl,
and,
wähle,
which means wave. They can be easily confused due to their similar sounds. Let's look at some example sentences. You might say,
die Wahl in Deutschland war spannend.
which means the election in Germany was exciting.
That's a good sentence.
Another could be,
Ich habe an der Wahl teilgenommen.
meaning I participated in the election.
I like that one.
Die Wahlen finden alle 4 Jahre statt.
Which means the elections take place every 4 years. Now, let's do a quick recall check. What is the article for?
Wahl,
It's
Die.
Correct. What does
Wahlkampf,
mean?
It means election campaign.
Good. How do you say I want to vote in German?
Ich möchte wählen.
Yes. What is the plural form of
Wahl,
It's
Wahlen.
perfect? Last question. What is the origin of the word?
Wahl,
It comes from Old High German meaning to choose.
That's right. You did an amazing job today, Sam. The key takeaway is that
Wahl,
is about choosing and participating in democracy.
Thanks, Alex. I really enjoyed learning this word.
I'm glad to hear that. Keep practicing, and I'll see you next time.